Tell me what comfort anime you keep rewatching and I'll read you to filth. Easy. Watching an Immortal Elf's 1,000-year grief timeline and literal decades-long journey to understand the concept of friendship makes your own emotional processing speed look reasonable. And the glacial pacing is one of the very few things that can regulate your nervous system that's been vibrating at hummingbird frequency since you discovered energy drinks could replace sleep. You're also slightly concerned that you've drifted out just a bit too far from the rapidly eroding shores of sanity and into the tumultuous waters of delusion. One more thing, you come up with your best ideas in the shower and still have a deep appreciation for the pop-punk music of the 90s and 2000s. You're watching three professionally dangerous individuals accidentally build a fake family that's a more emotionally secure unit through lying than the people who were legally obligated to raise you did through unconditional love, and it's either hilarious or devastating depending on how recently you've spoken with your psychologist, with "what psychologist" being a very probable response here. The show's whole premise is what if chaos was wholesome instead of a precursor to generational trauma, and you're just now learning that that's not even a storytelling trope. Some families are messy and functional, which is wild to you. You also probably call your pet your child, unironically. Also, have you met my daughter Barbara Streisand and my son Benny? You think life's ordinary and mundane moments are filled with magic, but you're too burned out to notice, which might actually be an improvement over your previous state of hypervigilance. You either have no children but own 47 plushies and call them your babies, or you had kids partially as a socially acceptable excuse for your toy collection that's definitely normal and not at all a regression coping mechanism. You're also extremely sensitive to textiles and think there are definitely good fabrics and bad fabrics, and getting a little treat has become a daily survival mechanism. Honestly though, you're never gonna retire anyway, right? Just get that snack and live moss, babe. The show's central thesis that being seen and accepted heals you is therapy you cannot afford, so you're getting it through a girl who lives in a tent and befriends a family of Zodiac-possessed disasters who transform into animals when hugged or stressed. And you want to be the kind of person who is just always relentlessly kind, but you can't even abstain from cursing out the door handle when it catches your pant loop. You also sometimes feel like you need to cry in the same way that you need to crack your back, and you just can't quite do it on your own, so you watch something that'll get the tears flowing, and then you look at yourself in the mirror to see if you're a pretty crier.